World Water Day is a United Nations observance that highlights the importance of fresh water and sustainable water management. This year's theme, Glacier Preservation, Advancing Science, Inclusive Policies, and Partnerships, emphasizes the role of glaciers in sustaining global water resources.
Glaciers are a very, very important resource for water resources. Almost 70% of the fresh water is stored in the glaciers, snow, and also ice. There are facing issues like climate change, urbanization, and so on. And glaciers, they are melting at a rapid rate. So I think with the billions of people still lacking safe water and the glaciers rapidly retreating, many lives are vulnerable. So at AIT, we commit to bridging science and policy.
Glaciers are the very important part of climate system, hydrology, environment, and socio-economic systems. They are the largest reservoir of the fresh water. Mountain glaciers are particularly important because of their close proximity to human population.
Globally, over 5% of ice mass has been lost around the world through this century. It's still small in the Antarctic and some of the high Arctic areas, but they are coming next. There's already sea level rise associated with this deglaciation. It's going to increase dramatically as we move forward into this century. And the impacts on mountain communities and ecosystems and water supplies are absolutely profound.
These impacts are acutely felt in critical regions like the Hindu Kush Himalaya.
It is the source of 10 major Asian river systems, and it stores the largest reserve of ice outside of the polar regions. Under current emission trends, glaciers in the Hindu Kush Himalaya may lose about 2/3 of their volume. If it is a 1.5 Celsius degree scenario, they may lose about 1/3 by the year 2100. Communities depend on glaciers and snowmelt are feeling the impact perhaps on a season, yearly basis, more extreme weather events, as well as the situation of too much, too little water. It's becoming very common.
Addressing this requires advancing scientific understanding and predictive capabilities.
We need to be more ambitious to reduce greenhouse gas concentrations in the atmosphere. One is by better observing the mountain cryosphere and hydrological impacts. So we tend to have very sparse observation systems in high mountains around the world. We can improve this with automatic weather stations and involving communities in observations, and we should be moving quickly on this now. We can use the improved understanding from these observations and the data to help diagnose the causes and predictions of the likelihood of future impacts on mountain water systems and cryospheric systems. And we can devise early warning systems using observation systems, prediction systems, remote sensing systems for extreme hydrological events. We also have to work to identify community and sectoral vulnerability to risk and develop risk management solutions to allow for better adaptation and risk reduction.
Key to these efforts are advances in monitoring technology, like satellites measuring surface changes.
So the second option is that you can use the so-called altimetry satellite. So in that you can see a lot of plenty of altimetry satellite these days that dedicate to the ice observation, for example, like Cryosat of ESA. So the limitation of the major way that I'm talking about is that it only to provide you the surface property.
But even the best science and technology are only effective if early warnings reach and empower communities.
First of all, we need to have a reliable warning system, reliable forecast system, reliable information. So how do we translate the system that we have? Co-production is very important, and so we have to collaborate with local level, the municipalities. We have to collaborate with our thematic groups, development sectors. So the collaboration is the main thing.
When we call community preparedness, I would consider 4 things. Number 1 is the technology and tools that the community can be prepared with. Second would be the capacity with themselves, like what skills do they have. And third would be the governance itself within the community. And the most important would be the coordination and cooperation in the upstream and downstream communities. But at the end of the day, the community ownership is the key. It should be for the community, by the community, for their own benefit. A job, one or two false alarm also can bring negative impact to the community. So it should be really tested.
Translating scientific knowledge into effective action requires deliberate effort to connect research with policy, secure sustainable funding, and foster genuine collaboration.
And the main issue is imperfect communication mechanisms between scientific research work and policy-making work.
There is a huge shortage of the finance, and then we need to look at actually more innovative financing and utilizing a different instrument of financing so that actually we can create a more sustainable solution. And that's where actually we can create a paradigm shift for a climate action into the water security space.
Transboundary issues require transboundary solutions, and common problems require collective thinking. We work interdisciplinary, transdisciplinary. We respect diversity. We respect differences in the way of thinking, the way of doing, and we want to turn that into strength.
Our daily life, our industry, our activities actually cause the impact to far away, to the mountains, to the glaciers. Okay, climate change is a very good example. And there are increasing a lot of scientific report showing us the evidence. So we should enhance our understanding and approach to study the problems with a watershed scale.
The challenge demands not just understanding, but innovation and actionable commitments from all.
Our research, our innovations, our technology should be a tool to help and this more understanding. We need something new to help thinking about that. What should be the better ways to get the better mitigation measures?
So I also want to urge each one of us here to develop our actionable commitment to protecting the glaciers and also securing the precious water resources.